Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So in this one, I really wanted to look at the running back position and ask the question, how do these guys fit in the new Mike LaFleur zone blocking, zone rushing attack that's obviously coming over from San Francisco, Kyle Shanahan's system, okay? A really effective system. It's time tested. I mean, this thing, yes, it is ever evolving, but the core principles are the same here. So we have some new faces on the roster. We have some guys that we know pretty well. It'll be interesting. We have a lot of young guys, a lot of untapped potential. Let's dive in. First guy up, Tevin Coleman. Now, funny enough, back in 2015 when Tevin Coleman was drafted out of college, he was picked by the Atlanta Falcons with Kyle Shanahan at the helm as the offensive coordinator. So it's been interesting, right? 2015, 2016, obviously with Kyle Shanahan, and then once he became a free agent, he went on to sign with the San Francisco 49ers, led by, of course, Kyle Shanahan. So we're in 2021 now. Tevin Coleman signing a cheap one-year contract with the New York Jets, which, you guessed it, they're going to be running the same exact system here. So really, and I should have brought this up earlier in the video, what does the system call for? What do these running backs have to have in order to be successful within this offense? I think it starts with burst and acceleration, just being able to see these open running lanes and then hit those lanes like a strike of lightning. Okay, I think vision is really important. Balance is really important. You don't have to be the biggest guy in the world. You don't have to be this big bruising, Brandon Jacobs, Chris Ivory style of Thomas Jones style of running back. You can be on the shorter end, on the quicker end, and kind of get lost in the traffic, get lost behind the offensive line. In some cases, that actually really helps running backs. So going back to Coleman, he's only 28 years old. 28, and I completely understand that, of course, the running back position isn't some linear, progression where you're continuously getting better every single year until you retire. Obviously, the running back position gets beat up. It's a high mileage position, but at the same time, he's 28. He's not some archaic veteran that's been around for 15 years that's been getting demolished every single season. Now, my two favorite traits that Coleman will be bringing to the table this upcoming season are, number one, his pass catching abilities. Throughout the course of Tevin's career, he's been a awesome security blanket for whoever quarterback he's playing with, whether it's a Jimmy Garoppolo, whether it's a Matt Ryan, and I feel like he will be that for Zach Wilson, a guy that you can just dump the football off to when things go south. Dump it to Tevin Coleman. He'll turn a gain, a literal pass of one, a 2-yard pass, into a gain of 14. You can flip it to him on a slip screen. You can flip it to him in the flat. Tevin Coleman is really solid after contact. He's good in open field. He makes guys miss. He follows his blocks pretty well. I like Tevin Coleman a lot as that security blanket. I feel like those third and mediums, those third and fours, third and fives, third and six, those plays where maybe the wide receivers can't get open. Maybe the defense has an awesome coverage. Maybe Zach Wilson's getting pressured. Maybe he's just confused and has no clue where to go with the football. All of a sudden, we have an insurance policy out of the backfield. Tevin Coleman, we can take a 2-yard pass and turn it into a gain of 7, a gain of 8. Okay, at the end of the day, Tevin Coleman not only hurts defenses as a pass catcher, but also as an outside runner. I really feel like those outside zone handoffs, those pitch plays to Coleman can make a real difference. So all in all, I love the Tevin Coleman signing, and I know a lot of people did as well. Next up, 4th round pick out of North Carolina, Michael Carter. Okay, now it's crazy because you'll talk to Jets fans, you'll talk to Tar Heels fans, and everybody's pretty excited. But when you talk to other people, right, like fans of other teams, Cardinals, Chargers, whoever it may be, everybody knows who Michael Carter is. And quite frankly, everybody was stunned that this guy fell to round 4. Like, how did that even happen? I mean, he was productive in college. He had some solid traits that translated really well to the next level. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he fell to round 4. Thankful, but shocked at the same time. Okay, so Michael Carter, yes, he is on the shorter end. He's not this big, monstrous running back. Definitely on the shorter end, but he has a lot of burst, a lot of acceleration. He can hit running lanes with a lot of force, a lot of intensity. Really effective there. I feel like Michael Carter, there's so many different things that we can talk about here. Out of the backfield as a pass catcher, running between the tackles, I feel like Michael Carter has been and will be really effective. I feel like he will give defensive coordinators headaches as well because you can line him up pretty much all over. For me personally, my favorite trait that Michael Carter brings to this Jets team is the ability to maintain momentum after contact. I mean, there were countless plays last season for the Tar Heels where he would be, an inside handoff here. He would be running forward and get hit from the left or hit from the right, but yet he is not slowing down at all. he continues his path forward just like a freight train. And that's what's awesome about it, because at the end of the day, this guy's just a locomotive who's versatile, who's quick, he can hurt you in the pass game. The guy, it's a slam dunk pick. Slam dunk pick. I believe Michael Carter will be the RB1 for this football team, even though, you know, it might not hold that much weight or that much value in this style of offense, because, you know, going back to the San Francisco 49ers days and even those Atlanta Falcons days, the running back position, it's not like this one go-to guy, the one Zeke Elliott, the one Christian McCaffrey. It's kind of a stable. It's a running back stable. A lot of, you know, the whole focus of it is like fresh legs and really just wearing down the defense. And our guys are never going to get tired because we have so many effective guys. But I do feel like Carter will be the starting running back for this team. Next up, one of my favorite players from last year's Jets squad, Ty Johnson, okay? A bigger running back for sure, a guy who could hold his own against linebackers and safeties and whatnot, but this is a player who's always falling forward. He always falls forward to get that extra gain of 3, that extra gain of 2, which I feel like makes a difference at the end of the day. I feel like Ty Johnson can be really effective running to the outside and inside, so he does provide a little bit of versatility. Let's say Michael Carter goes down with an injury, whatever, Ty Johnson can step in, be an awesome fit for the system, and also provide Mike LaFleur just that flexibility, that leash to say, okay, we want to maybe attack the outside. Let's get the ball to the boundary. Let's wall off the defenders and get a running back to the outside. Ty Johnson can do that. Maybe it's 2nd and 8, and we just want that solid pickup of 4, pickup of 5 to get into that 3rd and short. Simple inside handoff. Ty Johnson can do that. What about a play action on a 3rd and 2? Can Ty Johnson be effective catching a pass and picking up a gain of 5, a gain of 6 on a 3rd and short? Yes, he can. He showed that ability last season with not a lot of help around him either. So given his size, his age, his versatility, being able to do damage on the inside and on the outside, and even pitch plays as well, I feel like Ty Johnson can be effective. He's not the most, you know, he's not the quickest guy on the team. He's not, you know, the fastest guy on the field, but for whatever reason, when Ty Johnson catches a pitch, I just feel like he just has good vision on the outside. He always seems to be making positive plays. I never really see Ty Johnson making these, you know, catastrophic mistakes, or what are we doing running backwards, or whatever the case may be. So even though we have Tevin Coleman and we have Michael Carter, I feel like there's a place for Ty Johnson on the team, and I'm really, really excited to see what this guy can do in the LaFleur offense. Next up, middle round pick in last year's draft, so super young here, La'Mical Perine, 5'11", 215 pounds. La'Mical Perine doesn't really skill set wise fit this offensive system, right? Just being a zone runner, he's more of a downhill thumper, power style of back. But with that said, I feel like Perine will have a role with this team, or there is an opportunity for Perine to be successful. Goal line situations where you stack it up and you try to power it in up the middle. 3rd and shorts, 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, 4th and 1, 4th and inches. I feel like Perine still has an upside. I mean, the guy's only 22 or 23 years old, and this guy was great in college. I mean, this guy did a lot of really solid things. And just knowing how much Joe Douglas values draft picks, especially in the middle rounds, Perine's a 4th round dude here. I just have a hard time coming to grips with the thought of Douglas releasing or giving up on him this early in his young career. Now, we don't really know what's going to be happening at training camp as far as him picking up the system, there's a chance that he could blow everybody away. There's a chance that the opposite could happen as well. Only time will tell. We'll have the answer eventually, but from a personal standpoint, I do feel like Perine can provide value in those 3rd and shorts, in those goal line situations, in those 4th and shorts, maybe even used as a decoy. Maybe he is pretty successful. Maybe the Jets are 2 for 2 on 4th downs when Perine gets the football early in the year. Now it's week 5, 4th and inches. On the maybe 6-yard line, Perine lines up. Defensive coordinator's thinking the ball's going to him. Nope, it's a play action. It's a bootleg. Zach Wilson's hitting Croft in the back of the end zone for the TD. All right. So personally, I like Perine. Last but not least, we have Josh Adams. Okay. And this guy back at Notre Dame was unbelievable. Josh Adams back in college was great. I mean, I'll try to find some Notre Dame highlights and link them down below in the description box, but when the Eagles first landed him a couple years ago, I was thinking major steal. This guy was starting. He was contributing year 1. I'm like, incredible value, right, for the Eagles. But for whatever reason, didn't work out. Comes to the New York Jets, I'm thinking great, like awesome. Now, of course, at the time, you know, we had Le'Veon Bell and we had a couple other guys that I liked, but man, Josh Adams, 6'2", 225 pounds. This guy's big, he's physical, he's enforcing. He's one of those backs that you just don't want to tackle. As a defender, you just don't want to go after him. He will humiliate you. He will drive you into the ground, and he will continue to make stride. Really long legs. I feel like he has sneaky athleticism as well. I'll try to find some of those Notre Dame highlights. That's where, I mean, he was amazing with the Irish. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section about the running back room. Who are you most excited for? Who do you think is going to emerge? And I don't want to say who's going to be released or anything like that, because I love all 4 of these guys, and I quite frankly don't want to see any of them go, because I feel like there's value with all 4. So man, it's a tough thing to think about. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.